Hey, we've changed our name. We have changed our name. So, and this is exciting. This marks a milestone. So, first of all, thank you. If you've been a supporter of ours, and being a supporter of ours could mean that you're one of our patrons on Patreon, or it could mean that you regularly watch the channel and you hit the like button and you make nice comments, or you share the material, or you encourage us, because everybody needs a bit of encouragement. So, thank you to everybody that's helped the channel along. So the channel was called Mark the Demystifier, because one of the big themes of the channel is about kind of debunking myths, but mainly debunking things where there's a lot of misunderstanding and where that misunderstanding can actually harm people. So we talk about things like gender diversity and mental health and all that kind of thing. But the full name of the channel, Mark the Demystifier and Retroactive Jealousy Support. So that's now changed. So we're turning it the other way around now. So it's now Retroactive Jealousy Worldwide Therapy. So we've taken away support and put therapy in, because as a day job, I work alongside a team of excellent international online retroactive jealousy therapists who can help people all over the world, and they're independent practitioners, but they're under my supervision, under my training, and we're affiliated, and doing some really good work, really helping people, because it's a horrible condition. For those of you who don't know what retroactive jealousy is, you should by now, but check it out. There's lots of videos on it. So we're turning it around. So it doesn't mean that we're not going to do the stuff that we've always done. So we're still going to demystify things, and we're still going to do all the kind of quirky miscellanea that we've always done. So when I'm out and about and I see a beautiful sunset on looking out over islands over the sea, we'll share that with you like we've always done. And one of the reasons that we do that is, although retroactive jealousy is our kind of primary thing, we want to keep the channel current and fresh, and new, and make sure there's lots of interest in it. But we don't want to just record retroactive jealousy videos for the sake of it. We don't want to I don't want to have to sit and think, oh God, what can I churn out this week as a retroactive jealousy video? When I do a retroactive jealousy video, I do it when I'm enthused, when I really mean it, when I've got the passion there, when those ideas and those thoughts are current in my mind, and I'm really excited about talking about them. That's how I do all my videos. I don't shoot a video unless unless my heart's in it, really. So rather than which is what a lot of channels fall prey to, really. They specialize in a subject, which is great. It's really good to specialize in stuff, but they think, I've got to keep the content out, I've got to produce more stuff, and then what they end up doing is kind of either scraping the barrel or kind of basically rehashing old material, which I would say we never do. I think I wouldn't say we've never covered the same material, because we've certainly covered the same material but from a different angle. And sometimes, because we produce so many bloody videos, I forget sometimes that I've done one, and I'll do it again, the same topic, but it's going to be different. It's going to be a different approach, or it's going to be presented in a different way. So there's over 100 free retroactive jealousy videos on the channel, and there's tons of other stuff. So like I said, demystifying things. So we demystify all kinds of things. So mainly kind of psychology. So I like to demystify things where the misunderstanding is actually causing harm, where a general misunderstanding about something is causing a particular sector of the community to be mistreated, or for prejudice to be allowed to exist against a particular group of people, or around a particular kind of psychological condition or something like that. So that's where the demystifying bit kind of comes into it. But we've also demystified all kinds of things. We've demystified sort of things about religion. We demystified language, misuse of language, and even things like kind of supernatural, and stuff like that. Never from the point of view of coming from a belief system and telling you what to believe. Always from the point of view, well, some people think this and some people think that, but this is the data that's out there. These are the common beliefs, and we'll kind of make sense of them and debunk some of the myths that might be around those beliefs. So we're still going to do that stuff. We're still going to shoot, if like I say, if Passer I'm walking on the beach and I find some strange kind of alien looking kind of thing that's washed up, I'll share that with you. And if I find a beautiful sunset, where I live, we get some absolutely phenomenal sunsets, incredibly lucky. So I'll share that, or if we're out in the bush, and there's, it's a particularly beautiful view, or a view of the mountains, or whatever that might be, we'll still share. So we're still going to do the same stuff. So it's still going to be retroactive jealousy, demystifying stuff, which is serious. I mean, I say serious, we cover some really serious topics. I mean, we cover things like sexual abuse, we cover things like myths about sex offenders and the psychology of sex offenders. We cover some really serious topics, but we always try and make them fun. They're always informal. There's no gimmicks on this channel. The production is terrible, but the content is golden, I say, because it's it's covering things that are interesting and unique in an interesting and unique way. And my style is not for everyone. I quite fully get that. I probably drive a lot of people insane, but I think that there are certain people that will like that homely, friendly fireside chat, like we're having a conversation, and I'll ramble off on a tangent and then ramble back. But the rambles will be interesting. They're not boring rambles. They're kind of it's a bit like, I suppose, I'm the Ronnie Corbett really of YouTube. I don't know if you remember on the two Ronnies, there was always that section where he used to sit in the chair and he would tell a joke, but he would always say, okay, so I'm going to tell a joke about a man who goes into a bar, and he said, but it's not the one about the man that goes into the bar and blah blah blah. And he'd tell about kind of 5 or 6 other jokes in the context of, this is not the joke that I'm going to tell you, and then eventually he'd kind of draw all those threads together, and there'd be a punchline, budumph, and thank you, good night, and it was really good. It was kind of stand up really, but he used to sit down, which was kind of interesting. So I think his channel's kind of like that really. So we're changing our name, and so why are we changing our name? Well, so like I said, I run a team of people that provide services for retroactive jealousy all across the world. Retroactive jealousy is a horrible condition. We support sufferers, and we also support the partners, because partners suffer just as much as the sufferers do. It's something that I've been doing part-time for a very long time, and it's grown. So we've now got a whole bunch of other people that I'm really really enjoy working alongside. We can cover the whole world, and we want it to grow, and we're good. We're good at what we do. We know what we do. So first off, we're all qualified, and we, I've done kind of extensive study and research into retroactive jealousy. I've learned absolute masses from hundreds, if not thousands, of people, and that's all information that's now can be used to help people. So and we're going to put free guidance for retroactive jealousy on YouTube, and also on Patreon. Well, it's not free on Patreon. There's a small charge. There's a nominal charge for Patreon. And it's not really a charge, it's a donation. That's people that want to support us. And thank you, people who are patrons. We really appreciate that. So we put tons of stuff on YouTube, and we want our stuff to have a higher prominence, because what we talk about, the guidance of it, and I get constant feedback. I get loads, almost weekly. I hear from people saying, "Oh, thank you for your videos on retroactive jealousy. You really hit the spot. I feel like you understand me," or I feel like, or I feel like I understand myself for the first time, or it just makes sense. You've kind of nailed it. And I say, no flashy style, no content, no gimmicks, just real stuff about retroactive jealousy, because I had retroactive jealousy. I'm in recovery from it, and I'm also a therapist. I was a therapist before I had retroactive jealousy, and now I can apply everything, all the tools in my arsenal to help other people. And we take a really broad look at retroactive jealousy. We can hit it from 100 different angles, although we would say that there are certain core things that are essential to retroactive jealousy recovery, including, you must be working a program. You must have, be taking daily actions, not just any daily actions, but carefully advised daily actions. And that's what we help with. So if you watch our videos, there's everything on those videos that you need to recover from retroactive jealousy. The only reason that you might not be able to recover from retroactive jealousy from the videos alone is if there's other coexisting conditions or other coexisting stuff, issues, things that need to be resolved that you really need professional therapy for, and we provide that as well. But the bulk of what we do is for free. you can, and there's even a whole program, and there's a whole daily program, goes to about 35 days daily action for retroactive jealousy. So it's all out there for free. So we're passionate, and I'm really excited about what I do. I think what we provide is good. What I think, and I know it works. It's stuff that helps people and gets people well, and we want that to be what people find when they go on YouTube and they Google retroactive jealousy. We want them to find our stuff. Not to say that there's not some other good stuff out there. There is, but we want to be kind of quite high up there. We want to be the name that people go to, because I just know what we do is good. We provide something that's really, so what we provide for in terms of therapy, as a business is really excellent, and what we provide for free is really excellent. And there's a whole bunch of stuff. I've done some videos recently on all the things that we provide. It's quite a range of services that we provide. So we provide hypnotherapy. There are other low-cost options for people who need a little bit more than the free stuff, but they can't afford the therapy. So we've catered for them. We've found an easy way, an affordable way for people to access better help. So we want to do what we do more. And we want to get the videos out. So really essential videos, if you've got retroactive jealousy, for example, like the antidote technique and the golden rule, everybody with retroactive jealousy needs to see those videos and those techniques, because that will just get you there. That will take you to the place. Everybody's a partner. Somebody with retroactive jealousy needs to see our videos for partners. So we're serious now. We want to get that message out there. So we don't want to lose anybody in the process, because Mark the Demystifier, I'm very fond of that name. I still use it for the Patreon channel. I'm still Mark the Demystifier, although I also kind of go by the name of the Grizzled Walrus of retroactive jealousy and a bunch of other names. But we kind of we just want to shout what we do from the rooftops, really, because it's good, and it's time, So I want to say a huge thank you to everybody that supported us and you've supported us in all kinds of ways, by sharing stuff, by commenting, by just constantly kind of following the channel. We really appreciate the people that watch every video. There's loads of people that just watch every video, and that's fantastic. We really appreciate that. So thank you for that. And please keep helping us, because it's a critical time. This is kind of like a milestone, really, in the evolution of this channel, and Retract, which is the what we call the therapy service that we offer. We want to take it to the next level and reach loads more people, and get the videos to reach loads more people. But we're still going to do all the fun stuff, all the silly stuff, all the quirky stuff. The really goofy stuff, because there is some of that, and like bloopers and things like that, we put them on the Patreon channel, and the Patreon channel, so that's where you can sponsor us, basically. So the Patreon channel kind of supports this channel. So in a way, I could say that this channel on YouTube is sponsored by our patrons on the Patreon channel. So there's extra things on there. There's some stuff on retroactive jealousy which isn't available to everyone for free. Not much, but we put some key things on there just as a little gift, really, to the people that support us. One of the things, for example, that's on there, there's a hypnotherapy session on there, and we also give you what we call the movie director technique, which we either give out in therapy sessions or it's available on the Patreon video. But nearly everything, most of what we do is free, and we'll still keep doing stuff. That's our goal. We want to still keep doing stuff for free, and I'll still keep doing retroactive jealousy videos. And I've got lots of ideas in my head for retroactive jealousy videos. In fact, I've got a list, but I have to be in the right space. Sometimes I'm just the passion's there and the mood's there, and then I'll do that video on that. So things on that list might not turn into, might not actually shoot them for a year. They might just sit on the list for a year until then I think, yeah, I want to do that video now. So loads more videos to come. We're going to keep doing free retroactive jealousy videos, and it's going to be good stuff. It's not going to be scraping the barrel. It's not going to be, it's not going to be, recycling is great, but not when it comes to video material. So so thank you for bearing with my kind of manic kind of babbling, because I'm excited. I want to take this to the new level. I'm proud of the people that I work with. I want to help people that suffer with retroactive jealousy, because I know what it's like. I've been there. It's horrible, and I know that I can offer something real. It's not flowery, it's not fancy, but it works. It's true. It's and sometimes it's quite tough talking stuff that we offer, but people need that. So thank you for all the support that you've given us. Please stay with us. Please help us. Please help by liking this video, giving us a nice comment, watching it all the way to the end, sharing it, going on to our if you really want to help us big time, you can sponsor us. And the sponsorship, the support, it's we're not asking people for millions. You access all the benefits, because there's a whole bunch of benefits you get from being a patron. You can get them all for $1 a month. And you can sign up for a month, get some of the benefits that you want to get, and then sign off. We don't mind you doing that. We'd rather you stayed and continue to support us, but we know what life's like. So I'm just going to start babbling. I'll probably start drooling and cackling and going completely weird if I say any more. So I probably ought to bring this video to an end, but as I suppose what I'm trying to convey I hope this is coming across is that I'm excited and I'm enthusiastic, and I think now is the time. So thank you for your support. Thanks for continuing to support us. If you've got retroactive jealousy, we're here for you. If you're just interested in broadening your mind and getting rid of biases and prejudices and misconceptions, we're here for you. We're going to give you relaxing things from nature. We're going to give you quirky stuff. We're going to give you stuff on how to avoid common linguistic errors. We're going to give you all of that and more. Songs, working out the meanings of song lyrics, and I'm hoping to start doing something completely new as well, which is statement analysis. But I won't say any more about that, because we'll keep you in suspenders and keep you guessing on that one. We'll say some more about that one soon. But thank you for watching. See you in the next video, whatever the subject might be. Rangimarie.